About quite catchily titled subject here, how to know someone better than they know themselves in 10 minutes. And this is a very popular subject, especially in China. I do a lot of this in China because everybody wants to read other people's minds in China. It seems more than anywhere else. So the background to this is based in neuro-linguistic programming. And today's talk, which is only 1 hour, and please forgive me, but in 1 hour I can only give you an introduction. You can't really walk away from here and do this on people. But I will give you a good idea of how it works. Everything that we're going to talk about here is based on NLP. So, how many of you are familiar with neuro-linguistic programming here? Okay, about a third, very good, excellent. So for those of you that aren't, NLP was developed in the early 70s by two Americans, by Richard Bandler and John Grinder. And what they did was they effectively took a series of different types of psychology and they put it into little packets, if you will. That little toolkits that people who are not psychologists can actually go away and use in their personal life, in their business life, etc. Now, in a normal city, if you go on an NLP training, I say normal city because Hong Kong is not a normal city. Okay? In a normal city, most people will be there to learn the therapy applications of NLP. They will be counselors, psychologists, coaches. There will be people that are wanting to help other people. In a city like Hong Kong, people want to help themselves. So they're there to learn the business applications of NLP. And because I live in Hong Kong and I've been in business all my life, I teach business applications of NLP, primarily. Okay? So when we are studying NLP, we're dealing with three different words here: neuro-linguistic and programming. The neuro part deals with the 5 senses. So right now, the senses you are using to absorb the information I'm giving to you are what? What would it be?
Eyes and ears.
Yeah, eyes and ears. Yeah, your visual and your auditory. Okay? You're not thinking of the feeling of your feet on the floor until I say it. You're thinking of it now. But you weren't thinking of it until I brought that sense into your awareness. And that's what NLP is about. It's about using the 5 senses to affect communication. Because the result of your communication is what is going to determine the quality of your life. Whatever you think you communicated, all that matters is the response you get. You might think you did a great job, I might think I'm doing a really good job of telling you this, but if you turn up and say you're talking rubbish and walk out, then that response tells me I didn't do a good job. That's all that's important. So NLP deals with the structure of communication, both verbal and non-verbal, and deals with the unconscious. So we have to understand how our senses interact, and that's the neural part of it. The linguistic part, the study of linguistics, we don't just talk about